the life of your party, because if you are entertaining, if it is hot out there and you just want some refreshment, there is nothing worse than a hot drink or a warm drink or a room temperature drink. You want icy cold beverages. Never again run out for a bag of ice. With this product from Improvements, it is your portable ice maker. Makes pretty much over a pound of ice per hour. So we're saying 26 pounds per day if you got it running all the time. You can choose what size ice cube you like, whether you like the small ones or the large ones. But any water that you need, if you got a fridge that's fancy but you got no water hookup, this is your answer. What's nice is that you can take this with you wherever you're going. You can have it running when your guests are here, so you're never stopping the party and saying, do you think you can go run out and get a bag of ice for me? Or hey, if you're on your way in, can you buy a bag for me? This thing is powering through and making the best quality ice cubes, by the way. I know you know what I'm talking about. No draining necessary, no water line necessary. As long as you've got a socket with electricity, it will plug into a standard household outlet. So $15 off today, which is really nice. We've got 4 flex, which means a little over $1 a day to go ahead and own your own. Just choose your color. We've got it in that cool candy apple red. We also have it in the black, and then I also have this really fun Screams Summer Blue. 603-825 is your item number. One of our home experts is here to tell us all about it. She's the beautiful Rebecca Wood.
Hi, honey.
Come on, nothing worse than a warm drink.
Those words, we've all heard it. Honey, we're out of ice.
Right.
Somebody has to leave the party, everybody else has to slow their sips, and then you know that the party's just gonna stall until the ice gets back. Otherwise, you have to fill the entire freezer full of ice, and then you don't have enough room for everything that you need the freezer for.
Right.
This is your answer not only for your summer get-togethers, your camping, your fishing trips, your boating trips, your RVing trips. This is also your everyday ice maker.
Right.
Because you are going to use this daily for your smoothies, for your protein shakes, for your Long Island iced teas on those nice summer days. And here's why this is my absolute favorite one that we have here. I'm gonna show you how to work it, but I wanna show you what we have here. That is an S and an L. That's what makes it my favorite, because you get to decide if you want the small ice cubes or the large ice cubes. And now, why is that important? You're probably thinking, okay, I've had ice for many, many years. Why do I need different size ice? Well, look at the difference here. These small, right here, the small is gonna be perfect for the, for your smoothies.
Sure.
For any kind of the drinks that you want, like your margaritas. And the large, with that really large hole in the side, that's gonna be great for your mixed drinks, maybe some of your buffet needs, because it doesn't melt as quickly, and both of them have those holes in there. Why is that important? It is going to give you more surface on the ice. Ooh. So it is going to cool down your drinks faster, and then it's going to not melt as quickly.
I like how much ice it's producing, because it's really over a pound an hour. You know, so it will keep you stocked for the party.
26 pounds of ice.
Is that what it looks like?
This is what it looks like.
It's amazing.
I mean, I can't even, it's hard to lift. 26 pounds of ice that you're going to get. Think about this when maybe you've got kids or grandkids that are going to be doing all of those long baseball weekends, soccer weekends. If you just have a standard outlet, you can make ice. So when the hurricane hit last year, I had no ice, no electricity, but I was able to plug this into the back of my car and get ice.
There you go. And so look at the compact size, which is nice too, because you can pretty much put this anywhere as long as you got electricity. You can go ahead and put this anywhere, whether it's countertop, whether it's under the counter, outside. It just runs and runs and runs quietly, because we've got them all running right now. It's just like a fan running. So it's not this big noisy machine as well.
No.
Never again have to run out for a bag of ice. And how much does a bag of ice go for these days? Because I'm never the one that runs out for it.
It is.
You send somebody else out.
You send somebody else. It does cost a lot of money. I have a girlfriend that actually buys ice for her mom, because her mom doesn't have an ice maker. She picked this up and she could not believe how much money she was saving, because she was going to have to buy twice a week a couple bags of ice for her mom.
Yeah, because you don't think about it. You don't think about it because you're like, it's ice. It's not expensive. How much does it cost? But it adds up. It adds up. It adds up. It adds up. And it's the inconvenience of having to stop the party, send somebody out, whether it's you going out, your partner, your husband, whoever it is, and you don't want them driving, especially if they've had a couple of drinks and beverages, right? They've been drinking. Stay safe. This is going to be the life of the party. Any water you feel like putting in, whether you want to use distilled, spring, whatever it is, you don't need a water line for this.
You don't need a water line. You need just just any kind of ice that you prefer. If you want spring, if you want to use just tap water, that's what I do, just tap water. You just fill it in like you just watched me doing. You replace the basket, you're going to shut the door, and you're gonna make your selections, that's all. This is the on and off button right here, and then you can select if you want that small ice or the large ice just by hitting the select button. This ice full will tell you when it's full. You just simply take the ice out, put it in an ice chest, put that ice back, the little tray inside, and it automatically will start making its next tray of ice. I love that it's continuous. So we have these little prongs back here. I'm gonna see if one of them's ready to go so you can see it. We have these little prongs, and they're not. I think maybe that one.
Maybe this one. I'll move over for you.
And what they do is they freeze it. It's just this really quick hot freeze. And this one's gonna be going pretty soon, but not yet. And those prongs freeze it, so there's less impurities. Why is that important? There's nothing being stored in this. This just makes ice. So you're not storing next to the peas
because then you
or
get
the
those
onions.
Funky flavors.
And it ruins your funky. It ruins the drink. This will be the best. You're thinking ice is ice. No, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. You can pick, it picks up like the onion from a fridge over. I have no idea how that happens. But this will be the best tasting ice. So you're going to drink more water. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. Last year I got this. It was one of my New Year's resolutions. I wanted to drink more water. This was what finally did it.
I gotta tell you, it's already hot. In most of the country, believe it or not, it is already hot. I know we were looking at the weather maps today. We've got a portable 4-in-1 AC heat unit coming up next, but it's already hot in most of the country, and I don't own this unit, but I will tell you, every time I have to send somebody out for ice, I'm like, why haven't I bought that ice maker from Improvements? It's like every single party I have, every time I cook, even if it's just my mom and dad coming over for lunch or on a Sunday afternoon, every time I think of this darn thing, because the truth is you will need a bag of ice at some point or another. And you need it quite often. We just don't think about it because it's like, it's ice. When you keep spending the money, when you're always inconvenienced because you just gotta stop the party, or you're stressing because you don't have enough ice. I mean, this is the answer. It's $1 and change a day for a couple of months, plus your shipping and handling. You are done. You never have to worry about this again.
And the most important thing is it's portable. I love that it's portable. It's 17 pounds. You can easily take it with you when you're going to a friend's house for a party. You can say, I'm going to take the stress of ice off your hands. I promise you they are going to adore you and love you. And if you want to go up to the cabin, take your RV out, go boating, this will go with you. Because if you have been using these, I know a lot of us don't use these anymore in our homes, but we're sure using them in the condos and the cabins. This takes 6 hours. If you run out of ice in your fridge, which I have done so many times, that takes 3 hours to make a tray of ice.
And you're stressed.
6 to 13 minutes.
And you're stressed because there never seems to be enough, especially on a hot day. So here's the thing. It's not just for the summer. For some of you, it's gonna be a year-round solution. I know, Jared, you were telling me this morning, my producer Jared was saying we have a really nice fancy fridge, but we don't have a water connection. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna call to make that water connection? That's an expensive fix in your home. Or you can just have this. You don't need a water line for this, and that's what's really nice. So maybe you've got the nice fridge, but you haven't had time to build that line. This is gonna be your year-round solution. Remember, it makes over £1 pound an hour. So this could be an everyday thing. It's not just when you're having a party.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth, because we're talking a lot about parties in the mornings. You hit on, you're gonna get that great tasting ice, and you're gonna have the best tasting cold iced coffee that you've ever had. Your water, look at how beautiful this is. This is a glass of water you're gonna want to drink it. And all you're tasting is the actual water. You're not tasting anything that's transferring from the fridge or the freezer.
The chicken you've had in there for over a month.
Exactly.
Right? I know. So
it is something that you're going to enjoy. Or say you buy, this is what once in a blue moon, I'll really treat myself to a good bottle of a liqueur or a liquor, something that I just want to enjoy on those hot summer nights. I want to taste it. I've spent a lot of money. I don't want, to taste whatever else has been sitting by. And look at this. Can you imagine sitting out in that hammock that Lou just had with this on a hot summer night? It doesn't just have to be the parties. It doesn't have to be even the going up to the cabin or those camping trips or the RVing or maybe even...
No, there are people that don't have a water line behind their fridge. And so what are you doing for ice? Are you going out to buy a bag of ice every week when you buy the groceries? Are you sending somebody out and then you don't know where that water's been? You don't know what kind of ice that is. Sometimes sometimes it does taste funky and you wonder if it's even clean.
Yes.
Now you're in control, you're making your own ice. I will give you a quick warning. If you want the black, and this is sleek and beautiful, imagine this on your countertop, especially if you've got like darker countertops. This is the most popular right now. It will be the first to go. We've got the red. I know that a lot of people choose this color whenever it comes to culinary or cookware. It's one of our most popular selling colors at HSN, so of course we've got the red for you. And then if you love color, maybe you got a little beach home, maybe your colors in your cabinetry is light, this blue is so pretty. 603825 is your item number. 26 pounds of ice per day. That is over a pound an hour. Your freezer, even on your expensive refrigerator, can't do that. Right? That quickly.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is in 6 to 13 minutes, you're going to be getting a tray. Every 6 to 13 minutes. And the only reason there's any kind of a difference in time is if you choose the large or the small. And that is why this is my favorite, the large and the small. I want those small when I'm making these smoothies. I told my girlfriends that this makes your smoothies creamy without any cream. They thought I was crazy. But taste the difference. And it's because you're just tasting the fruit. You're just tasting the juice. You're not tasting anything else.
What'd you put in there?
I just put fresh fruit, fresh frozen fruit, and ice, and a little bit of orange juice. That is it.
Gosh.
And it will taste like you added cream. It's amazing how different ice can taste. So many of us are used to just the ice in our freezer that you don't realize what a difference it makes, because it is picking up. Because everything is made in this one unit, there's no impurities.
So let's give them the measurements on this, because maybe you've got a designated space where you know you're going to put this. And by the way, fewer than 2,000 of these. That is all I have until we have to reorder and get more, which I know we're going to do because it's such a popular unit. This is 14 inches in the length, 9.5 wide, and 13 inches high. So for most people, this will fit on the counter. Remember, you don't need a water line. There's no drain necessary. You don't have a water hookup. It's okay, because you pour in the water you want. As long as you got a household outlet, a little electricity,
that's it.
You're ready to go. Now, Rebecca,
Even my car.
How do we clean this if there's no drain necessary?
There's a drain underneath, a drain plug. You'll just put this over even the ground, or if you're outside or if you're in the home, you're gonna put it over a sink and you just pull the drain and it will drain out. That is it. You don't, there's no maintenance with this. You just simply put the water in, push start, and so even your guests can do it. You can actually enjoy the party. Isn't that a novel idea? That you don't have to watch, is there enough ice in the chest? Is there this or is there that? People can easily just hit on, and it continues to make it. The moment the ice drops, it continues to make a new fresh tray in 6 to 13 minutes. So you're getting 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours.
How do we know when to refill the water?
It says right on here, we'll say add water.
Okay.
So it even tells you when you have to add water.
Proof.
And when it says ice full, that just means that the tray is full. So you're gonna put that, empty it out, put it into an ice chest, and then it will start again.
We are wrapping this up at 603825. If you want this, you gotta jump quickly on the black. This is $36.24 to never stress again, to never have a hot or lukewarm beverage again. Remember, you decide what kind of ice you want. You want them small, you want them large. It is such a great treat and such a great gift as well. You know, anybody that bought their first home or a newlywed couple,
that's perfect.
It's a great gift. Item 603825 is your item number. Rebecca, it's always good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And remember, 26 pounds a day. Never again stress again. Here's a cool little mention. The hammock is so